So what's up, y'all? This is Outdoorsman, as you can see, and the Outdoors girl, Lil Lucy. But I've been wanting to make this video, and I couldn't get out this week to get a stealth in, and I'm still editing my Halloween challenge. So this is gonna be like my let's see how many I have. I have 3 tents and 1 bivvy, and I'm gonna show them off to y'all, and like how I'm gonna rank them, the ones I've used the most to the ones I've used the least, and I'm gonna show you it and give you my thoughts and opinions on it. So hey Lucy, say hi. So tent number 1 is the well, they call it a bivvy, but it's a 1-person tent. Is the Gear Top Plume Bivvy 2, and it's one of the only ones that the bag ripped. So I just kind of give it like this little wrap, as y'all can see. I give it a little wrap, and you jam it into your backpack. I could probably get a compression bag, but it's all right now. So it comes in at 2.5 pounds, and it is 90 by 30 by 24 inches high. That 24 inches is nice to keep it off your face, you know, and then it kind of slants up like this with the poles. And currently on Amazon, just with a quick glance, you could get it for $92. So the second tent is my if you've been a long time watcher on my channel, you know I've used this a bunch of times. This is the Snug Pack Ionosphere, and it's the olive green. So it's 2.65 pounds, so kind of light. It comes in this cool stuff sack, and it has these like compression clips that goes into the bottom of your pack pretty good. Or I imagine you could put it on your handlebars, you know. And it's the length is 94 inches by 35 inches wide, so it's nice. It gives you a little bit more room to where you can have gear on this side of your mat, or this side. And it is 28 inches high, so it's got 4 more inches so your feet don't touch the top if you lay on your back, or your sleeping bag don't touch the top. And currently I could find it between $250 and $220 or $160 on eBay, but I don't like dealing with eBay. So a little side note, when I bought this a couple years ago, I think I spent about $150, maybe $160 at most. But ever since COVID, they've shot up in price, you know. I could super recommend it at the older price, but if you're seriously wanting to get into like the stealth camp and wild camping scene, this is one of the better things to do. I know it's pricey. You could get you an awesome backpacking tent for that price, but it is one of the best in the scene that I have. You know, if you have any ones you recommend that's better than that, let me know. The next structure is the El Runzer Mosquito Camo Pop-Up Tent. I really like this one if you know there's absolutely no chance of rain. But what kind of knocks it down the list a little bit is, look how big it is. You know, you got to hold it like a suitcase. It's spacious, yes, and the mesh is camo, and it's a cool structure. But I wish they could figure out a way to make it, you know, smaller. Like, I can't fit this in none of my packs. And boy, you sure do look awkward walking down the street with a camo looking briefcase tote bag thing, you know. But it's a pretty cool structure. And I couldn't find too much information about it. So last but not least is the Slumberjack Contour Bivvy. So this is the one I've used the least. And this, I wish the El Runzer thing packed this big, but it won't. But this, I found, it said it's about $100, but I found it on discount at like Cabela's. Like, I eyeballed it for about 80 times. On the way back from Baton Rouge, I would stop there and check out and wait till it went down in price. So I got it less than 100, but you can find them right now for 100. And this is, it is 1 pound 5 ounces, so it's relatively light for what it is. It's 88 by 34 inches. And Yeah, baby Lucy. She's in her pack and play right next to me. But this one, if you want to go ultra stealthy, you could lay this up in between bushes or anything. But let me get on and I'll show you why this is my least used one. You need super specific conditions for this shelter to work and for you to be comfortable and have a good night's sleep. Because there's plenty of other structures you can use, but I'm looking for comfort, packability, weight, and the functionality of it, you know what I mean? So let me get to putting them up. Just think about Daddy's YouTube, Lucy. Give me a hey, hey. That's what she thinks about the outdoorsman. Look, if you can't give me a like for that cute face. She'll be camping with us soon, next weekend. Oh, little Lucy. Hey, there you go. Wave to the subscribers. My little baby girl. So if you take a look at all these stealth camping / wild camping setups, you'll notice that number one, I like, you know, subdued colors like the olive or the camo. Number two, minus the El Runza, which is a little bit higher than my belly button, I like to keep it belly button height or lower, because most people keep their sight line, you know, level with them. Not a lot of people look down, and it's easier to kind of duck behind tree cover or bushes or whatever it may be, you know. And especially like this, well, it's not even higher than your knee, so this one's a little bit higher, you know, a little bit under my belly button, and this one is ultra low, but I'll show that one in a second. So let's start with what I like about the Snugpak Ionosphere. The height, perfect. The width, perfect. The length, perfect. I think I said the color, blah, 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 is perfect. But this is what I don't like about this one. So let me get y'all in closer. It makes it kind of a pain, especially in wintertime, to get in and out. The only entrance, y'all, is this little like triangle, door, so you got to kind of back in. Let me show you. So this is the only entrance to it. Like, I wish I would buy it, and let me know in the comments if you're over the pond and you're more used to bivvy camping. But I wish like it had a full zip that run the way, like you could flap this up and you know, put your thing in. So just for size reference, this is a 20 by, I can't remember the length, Thermarest Z-Lite. Let me not knock y'all down. And I'll show you. Put this in here. So this is what's a pain to get in, is you got to kind of back into it because you don't have enough room to turn around on the inside unless you're a super small person. But like I said, it's got room. Let me show y'all with my so let me scoot this mat down. So I'm 6 foot, y'all, and I got my mat all the way to the bottom, like I like to do, to give me the room up here. So this backpack I'm about to put in is a Kelty 55. And this is what I like to do when I'm stealth camping or wild camping, because a lot of times you don't want creatures and critters getting in your backpack. So I'll put my pillow on top of the backpack, or I'll just put my head on top of the backpack, and you can, you know, you still got room, like I said, on the sides for stuff, and it has a pocket somewhere in here. But yeah, this is one of my favorite stealth shelters, y'all. I wish it was in camo, but this green blends in with all my so I'm 6 foot, y'all. The sun's in my eyes, I can't see, and this is me laying down. So I got this much. I got, let's see, right here, a couple inches from my head. But if you're a shorter person, your head will be by this peak and you're good. But boy, that sun's baking me in here. Let me get out. So that's a snug pack ionosphere. Also, which I didn't realize I could do, I was looking for a bug bivy, but I used this without the rain fly on my Stealth Camping Alliance airport challenge, and it done pretty good. So this next one has a little bit better airflow. This is a gear top plume bivy, so it has this little shelf so rain don't get in it, and underneath you have air right there and air on the foot end over there. And let me show y'all, this is one of the things I like about this one. If I can get the on a good day when you're not expecting rain, you can, which I've done often, and to cut down on condensation, which in these little one-man slash bivy tents, condensation is a beast. But you get this like over half your body mesh vent, which is great, man. And if it is raining, sometimes I keep a lightweight tarp and I'll put it over the you know, over it, and keep this open to keep the ventilation going. Another little cool feature on this gear top plume bivy, I don't know about y'all, but I am a rough sleeper, so not necessarily with this mat it helps, but with my blow-up mats like my Big Agnes or my Nemo one, I you know, I cinch it down, and there's a look with two pillows, I mean two little pockets and a nice little covered air vent. And let me get in there and show you how I am in it. This one has a little bit less room than the snug pack behind me. So a little heads up for this video, y'all. I've never really stated it in my videos, but I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. I'm just a little small stealth camping, wild camping period YouTuber trying to, you know, make something of myself. But yeah, not sponsored at all. Just really enjoy these. So let me show y'all getting in. This one, I wish the snug pack had this, but like, think of how nice if it went all the way and you could flip it over to where you have something to cover the sun in your face over here, but you have this full mesh, and that would have been beautiful. But let me get in here and show y'all. so you get in. Oh crap. So if it's raining, they have these multiple zippers. You can zip this over yourself and you know you're in. But if it's not raining, oh crap, wrong zipper. If it's not raining, you grab this one. And you get a good bit of air, y'all. Oh, that breeze feels lovely. Whew. So here's a view from inside with it fully buttoned up. You have a little bit less room, as you can see me wiggling my feet between your potential sleeping bag and the top. But still at the head end, you can put your backpack, and this is, like I said, a 55-liter Kelty. It's empty, of course, but I've had it full. And as you can see, look, I got a nice bit of room, you know, by the head end. And it's pretty nice. I've slept a bunch of nights in this. And on the side, you have a little bit of room to put some gear, food. Like I said before, I like to keep all my stuff inside of my structure if I can, you know. So yes, this is the Gear Top Plume Bivy, my second most used stealth structure. And also I wanted to say that some people may ask, you know, in my videos I've used the my Nemo 2P as a stealth structure. This one, I want to keep it to 1-person, you know, stealth camping structure, since I generally go 1-person stealth camping, you know. So yeah, that's why you didn't see the Nemo Dragonfly in this video. So all in all, on a Gear Top Plume Bivy 2, there's not many things I can complain about it. Nitpick. It's one of like the inexpensive to get you in the stealth wild camping scene. I don't quite, it doesn't bother me, the claustrophobicness of it. Some people do, so that's you have to know about yourself, but for me it doesn't. The one nitpicky thing is it's just me lazy, I ain't changed it out yet, is the guy lines are reflective and these little things are reflective, but I'm gonna put some duct tape and switch out the guy lines. But it's a pretty perfect stealth camping structure. You know, the height, the color, packability, livability, it's one of the top, you know. And it almost beats out the Snug Pack because it's, you know, $100+ cheaper and it does the same thing, you know. So, you know, the Gear Top Plume Bivy is high up there in my book. In the comments, what y'all think if you've ever spent any nights in the Gear Top Plume Bivy. So this next one, the El Runzer Camo Mosquito pop-up tent. As you can see, it's got one like rainbow door, and it's not a, yes it is, it's got 2 zippers, so you leave it at that side, okay. So yeah, as you can see, I got my my Z-Lite pack and bag in here, and my Kelty, and I got a little room on either side of me for gear. And the good thing, I can turn around, I can change clothes in this. You know, it's got a little bit higher peak height than the other two, and you know, what I like about this one, it keeps the bugs off of you, you got space. What I don't like is the giant packable size. And also a major downfall, unlike the other two, is this one's fair weather only unless you pack a tarp with it, you know, because you're gonna get wet, it's nothing but mesh. But it's got superior breathability compared to the other ones just by sheer mesh, you know, it's everywhere. And this one was relatively cheap. I can't remember what I spent on Amazon on it, but it does what it needs to do if you want to pack a tarp with you, you know. And yeah, let me get up out of here because it is currently hot. But yeah, that's the El Runzer Camo Mosquito pop-up tent. Pretty cool little structure. Y'all have seen this in a couple of my stealth camps. So last but not least, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all is the Snug Pack Contour Bivy. this is the most stealthy of the options, but it's the most uncomfortable and the most situation, like the situation for the stealth camping trip, you know. So, or as my dad called it, or my brother, I look like a caterpillar when I'm in it. It's got this little mess view. So yeah, look, if you're ultra claustrophobic, this isn't the structure for you, but it's about as stealthy as it gets. But you need the super right situation for it, or you're gonna die in the heat, or you're gonna have 10 pounds of water in here from the condensation. This coming winter, I'm gonna try to get out another video or so with this, because I've done one last year and attempted another one and it didn't quite work out. But yeah, this is my only true bivvy, and it says it's waterproof, but but yeah, this is Snug Pack Contour bivvy. I have used it as a way to extend my sleeping bag. You know, I'd leave my head out and put the rest of my body in, and it keeps your warmth in. Another nitpick with this is you have this cool Cryptek camo pattern, which will blend in a lot in the winter and fall time when leaves start to fall. But then, shameless ploy for Slumberjack, they put this yellow thing out. So a little side note on the Gear Top Plume Bivvy 2 is I'm currently saving up my monetization money. Thank y'all for watching. You know, shameless ploy, but it's like $3 more and the peak comes up higher. And I think it's a little bit wider to where you have more livable room. And I think that's my next structure I'm gonna get once, like I said, once I build up my monetization money. So like I told y'all before, I'm gonna return this to the channel, whether it be through structures or extra off day to go do adventures. But yeah, so what y'all think? The expensive one, the way cheaper but smaller one, the cheap but too big, which one would you pick? Personally, the one it's hard not to pick my Ionosphere because it's built like a tank. But if I had to pick one out of the 4, I think this is the winner of my 1-person stealth camping / wild camping, you know, structure. And as with all of them, the reason I'm doing this video is to get this video out, and also once I turn off the camera, I'm a waterproof, you know, these two, which I haven't done since I bought them years ago. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And here's one more view of Baby Doll, who's the director of this video right now. Lucy! Say like, comment, subscribe. How can you say no to that face, y'all? Shameless child ploy.